Welcome to Behind the Bower, where we bring you inspiring conversations, a fresh look at arts in our community, and spotlights on the artists, performers, educators, and organizations shaping creative experiences right here in Bedford and at Bower Center for the Arts. Well, summer is just around the corner, and that means it's time to get creative, get messy, and most importantly, have fun. So today, we're going to dive into one of the most exciting parts of our year, Bower Center's youth summer art camps. So whether your child is a budding painter, a future sculptor, or just loves to explore the world of art, I think we've got something for everyone this summer. This year, we're taking things a step further with our brand new Art Explorers, which is our extended program. So it's more than just art and discovery, but now additional adventures in our community. And it's all designed to inspire young creatives beyond the art classroom or beyond the art gallery, so to speak. So joining me today so that we can share all the details is Lauren Hood, our program coordinator. She's the heart of bringing all these incredible experiences to life. So I hope you'll settle in and join us as we explore the magic of our summer arts at Bower. So welcome, Lauren.
Hi.
So today we're just going to chat a little bit about what's coming up with our summer camps. Let's start first. Just give an overview of what summer camps are being offered at Bower Center this year.
Yeah, so we've got a pretty diverse lineup of summer camp themes. So our first one, June 2nd through 6th, is Safari Sketchers. That one is obviously safari animal themed art, and there's a diversity of painting, drawing, multi-medium art for all of these camps, by the way. So we've got Safari Sketchers June 2nd through the 6th. And then we have our Next Gen Artist Camp, which is specifically for ages middle and high school students. So that kind of like 13 to 17 age range.
Yeah, which is a little different for us. We haven't done a camp just for the older kids, which I think will be a lot of fun.
Yeah. We're really excited about that one. We originally, in the past, had a collaboration with Liberty Middle School with this 21st Century grant. And we so enjoyed having those students come over and us being able to really collaborate with them. So we wanted to extend that and kind of make our own version of just a middle and high school camp to offer that to our community. So we're super excited. And then June 16th through the 20th is Threads, Beads, and Beyond. And that's a fiber camp themed camp. That one's a really cool focus, I think. Then we've got July 7th through 11th, which is Once Upon an Art Camp. And that one is obviously just like storybook fairy tale themed. That one we're kind of hoping is more of like an animation art themed storytelling art. So that one's super cool and super exciting. And our final one being Cosmic Color Camp, which is just a very out of this world universe galactic themed camp.
Yeah. And so all of our camps, with the exception of the Next Gen, are for ages 6 to 12. Is that correct? Yeah. So kind of rising kindergartners.
Right.
To I guess like rising 6th or 7th grade.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah. So it's a great opportunity because we do kind of put the kids in groups with kids of their age. Yeah. So it's not like, if your 12-year-old's worried, well, I don't want to be with a 6-year-old. Right. They're babies, that kind of thing. Yeah. They are grouped with kids their own age. And we do see over the years, we see lots of kids that build new relationships and they meet other kids that they've don't know. They may not go to the same schools. And I just love watching them, introducing them to their parents when they're picking up and they're planning things outside of summer camp. So it's really a great opportunity for them to connect, correct? For sure.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about what a typical day or schedule looks like. Just let's talk about the youth, not to confuse everybody, our youth art camps are half a day, and they drop off is at 8:30 and it lasts till 1 o'clock.
Yep.
And that has been what we've done for many years. And then we realize that parents have a need, especially during the summer month, for childcare. And it's difficult for them to get off work, pick up their kids at 1 o'clock, then find something else for them to do the rest of the day. So we are working through a grant with Central Health to extend our day so that youth can stay till 4 o'clock. But we wanted to change it up a little bit. And so the art camp still takes place from 8:30 to 1, and you can just sign up for that. And then the afternoon Art Explorers is from 1 to 4. You can also just sign up for that. So interestingly enough, we have a lot of summer camps going on around here in our community. And some of the kids will do a morning camp somewhere else, and then they're disappointed because they can't come and do an art camp at Bauer Center or participate. So they could go do one of the other camps in the morning and then come to our Art Explorers in the afternoon as well. But it's all on our website. So check it out. There's an opportunity to do a half day, either morning or afternoon, or there's an opportunity to sign up and do all day, which we hope will help out some of our families in the community that need a full day, so that they have an opportunity. While we are in no way, shape, or form a child care program or a certified child care program, we are there to provide a safe environment where they can get creative all day long. Yeah. So talk a little bit about the typical schedule, though, for the morning sessions, the youth art camps. What does that kind of look like?
Yeah, so like she said, it runs drop off 8:30, pick up 1 o'clock. So what we do in that in between time, we get them started in kind of a big group setting where there's just different table activities to kind of keep the students entertained while they're being dropped off. And that's a really good time for them to collaborate and socialize with all of their fellow peers. And then we will transition into 3 activities run by 3 instructors that are artists of ours or instructors of ours. So they're professional artists that give their time to come and teach the students different multi-mediums of art. And the students will rotate between those activities all day long. So they'll do the first 2 activities, and then we'll have a little bit of a snack break, a little bit of a get your energy out kind of break. And then we'll go into our third and final activity. After that third activity, we have lunch and outside time because we are fortunately right next to this beautiful Wharton Learning Garden. So we take our students outside just to play some games and explore that garden. And they absolutely adore it. They just added this little music section, and I think it was within the last 2 years, and our students adore that part.
So it just extends the arts outside because it is it does have some areas of free play and learning. The walking trail is a reading trail, so they can walk through it because we are also on the other side of the library. And then that new music section with these outdoor instruments, I know the kids really, really enjoy that. So they get to extend what they're doing at Bauer Center out into the Wharton Garden as well.
Absolutely.
We're very blessed to be next to that. So, and then this year, as we mentioned, we're extending the day, and we've kind of named the afternoon Art Explorers because the idea behind it was to be, to be a little more open to, the kids. We don't want them to feel like it's school. So they do the 3 sessions during the morning, which is, very creative and active and hands-on. And then in the afternoon, we wanted to help them to kind of explore their community a little bit and also get some other organizations involved. So explain a little bit about what we're working on for the Art Explorers in the afternoon.
Yeah, so like she said, it's a little bit different. We won't rotate between activities. What we'll actually do is you've got your drop off, and then we've got this little section of time at the beginning that we're just calling like free expression time, creative expression time, where students are encouraged to work on their own projects. We'll have some different art tools out for them to kind of just get out some free flowing creativity to start our day off and kind of get everyone regrouped and collected. And then we will go on a walking field trip. And these are going to be in different spaces throughout our community that are within walking distance of Bowers Center. Some of those are the library. We've got noteworthy music. Bedford Parks and Rec. So just a couple examples of the different one. Bedford Get Together, of the different spaces that we'll be taking a little bit of a field trip to, and learning more about those community spaces, how they encourage the arts, what they do for our community, things like that. And they'll take what they've learned on those field trips and then bring them back to Bauer to work on a collaborative project together. So we're really excited about that. I think it's gonna turn out pretty cool.
I know. I'm really excited about it. We're actually going to be doing a collaboration with Bedford Urban Gardens.
Yes. Yeah.
That we're working on in the Bauer Center. We've identified a small space at Bauer Center where we're hoping the kids will be able to create their own garden space at Bauer Center. So we're looking forward to that. And then with Bedford Get Together, they are responsible for the mural that was installed last year in the heart of downtown in Centertown. They're actually going to get to meet the artists, I understand.
Yeah, they are.
That created the mural. And then our goal is then the kids will come back the rest of that week and they'll actually create a mural that will go on the wall at Bauer Center. Again, we're hoping that will be something that we can place near the new garden. And so it'll just really, I think, make a beautiful space on the back of the Bauer Center. So we're very excited. We hope that the kids will really enjoy kind of a different afternoon where they're more working in a group setting, and that they will have a little more free time for their own creativity and exploration. Yeah, I think that that's going to be a lot of fun. So what do you think about the Art Explorers program? Who is that designed for? What is the age groups on that? And how will that work in the afternoons?
Yeah. Well, who I think it's designed for, I think it's designed for anybody. I think it almost could be less intimidating than maybe our morning sessions, because I think the morning sessions obviously draw students who are already involved in the arts or are super interested in the arts, and you have these specific mediums that they're interested in that you can pair up with our camps. But for this one, this is a whole collaborative project. Like, you're not working on a sculpture on your own. You're not working on a painting on your own. Like, it's a collaboration. And then also getting exposed to outside arts as well. So that could probably be a little bit less intimidating for a student who may be interested in the arts, maybe doesn't know, but wants to try it out. And how these are going to work is for our morning camps, like we talked about earlier, most of the ages, 4 out of the 5 weeks are for 6 to 12. And so the Art Explorers that afternoon will only be for 6 to 12. The only one that is different is the week that we have the Next Gen camp, that one being for the 13 to 17 middle and high school range. That Art Explorers will only be for middle and high school range, and that is the one we're doing with the Bedford Get Together to create the mural for our space.
Right. So we're really excited about that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and we hope that it will help the kids in our community learn more about what's going on in their community, what other organizations are doing to give back to the community, and create a space that's that's fun and a great opportunity to improve the livability in our community as well. So hopefully the kids will get more involved as they grow up and be a part of what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
So tell our listeners a little bit about how families can get more information and how they can register for the summer camps.
Yeah, absolutely. So definitely make sure to check out our website, bowercenter.org. That's where you're going to get all of your information. It is under the education tab on our website. There is listed camps. And that's where you're going to find out the different dates, times, prices, age ranges, any questions you could have on that. And the event details are all going to be on there. That's where you can sign up for our camps, the art explorers outside of the camps, or the camp and the art explorers.
You're right.
So you've got all of those different options there. We also do have scholarships available.
I was just going to
So for our scholarships, that is also under the education tab on our bowercenter.org website. And that is at the very bottom. So you're going to click that tab. It's going to have scholarships at the bottom. And you're going to apply that way. If you have any questions further than that, you are more than welcome to email me at l.hood, Hood, at bowercenter.org.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. And you mentioned, what typically interests the kids, but are any skills or experiences necessary for kids to participate?
No, this is completely all level, beginner to advanced. It's that's what's really cool about summer camps. I think it's a little bit different than doing a youth class, which obviously all levels are welcome to any of the classes that we provide. But with camps, I mean, this is just dipping your toe in the water.
Right.
Like this is just trying it out, all levels. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it's important for families to know that it's just intended to be a fun, creative atmosphere. Yeah. And I get a kick out of the fact that the kids, one, have such a great time, but they are maybe getting only art in the school day, where it's a little more structured, right. And they're having to all create the same thing at the same time. And sometimes I'll watch the kids and they'll be like, "You mean I can make whatever I want?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, that's what this is for. This is to allow your creativity to flow in any direction. And, it does not have to look like your friends or your fellow participants. Right. And you just go in the direction that you feel is what works for you." So Absolutely. It's always fun to watch the kids just have the freedom to kind of go in any direction they want with their creativity.
Yeah.
So let's, you mentioned that, we also offer classes. So let's, as we're wrapping up real quickly, what's going on, not only classes for youth, but with adults as well, as we're coming into our spring semester.
Yes, we've got some youth clay classes coming up. Those are going to be on Saturdays, starting the week after Bedford County Public School spring break. So those will be 4 Saturdays in the month. So that's just our youth. And then we've got our adult. We've got a still life drawing class that'll start on April 22nd. That's from Judy Allman. She's a new instructor to us, but not new to instructing art. So we're super, super excited to have her join us. We also, starting next week, will have offering more adult clay classes from Thomas Killian. We've got some coming up with Kim Clark as well. They've been offering a majority of our adult clay classes that are super, super popular. And so we're super excited to continue on with their work.
Yeah.
So that's what we've got going on with classes right now.
Yeah. We also have some workshops coming up, and for our fans of the wet felting.
Yes.
We have the returning
Dawn Edwards.
Yeah. Dawn comes in and helps us to provide those opportunities every year. And we're very appreciative of that. She's not local.
Yeah.
She is a internationally recognized felting artist, which just is amazing. And so she always comes in to visit family and offers a couple of workshops for us at Bower Center. So those are coming up as well. And then this year, last year they made what are called bird pods, which were beautiful. I was able to watch them creating them, and I thought, that's just something too beautiful that I don't want to put it outside that a bird can get in it. Yeah. But it was just amazing. And so that one she's bringing back because it was so popular. And then what is the other? The
other one is scarves. They're these special, I want to say they're Nuno scarves. I may be pronouncing it wrong, but it's the special kind of scarf that you guys will be getting to create. And that's on May 9th and 10th. And it's an all-day workshop, by the way. That's like a 9 to 4 with a lunch break. So you're getting to spend all day with a fellow needle felting specialist.
Right.
So,
Yeah. So be on the lookout for those. They're all also available on our website under that education tab. So there are many, many opportunities to get creative at the Bauer Center for all youth and adults. And we also are we've kicked off our concert series. We have another performance coming up in May, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So we've got Liz Chitster on May 24th. Her family is from the area, but she is currently residing, I believe, in New York. And it's going to be her as a duo. So her and her partner are going to come over, and it's very folky, Americana, acoustic, very cool vibe. So definitely get your tickets for that. We're super excited for her.
Yeah, it's right up, I think, this area's alley. We always have good turnouts for folk, Americana, bluegrass, that type of music. And we're really excited to host her. She's new to us, someone that has not performed at the Bauer Center before. So we hope folks will take a look at that also on our site, learn more about her, and get involved. And then lastly, I just want to bring up this year, we're also bringing our Bauer After Hours events. And our first one, these are intended for adults 21 and older. It's an opportunity for a fun night with friends, a date night, experience the Bauer Center after hours. And our first Bauer After Hours is coming up soon.
It is, yeah. So it's April 11th. And that is we're launching it with a line dancing night with line dancing with Angela out of Roanoke. She's a super big following. She's super fun instructor. So if you've not taken any of her or experienced any of her line dancing classes, this is the place to start. So we're just going to have a good time with some music and some line dancing. We're super excited about it.
Yeah, there is a fee for that. And that includes, obviously, the line dancing. There will be light refreshments. It includes a beverage ticket, and then there'll be a cash bar during the event. And it also, you can come to the Bauer Center for the Arts, have more of an instructional opportunity and some fun time learning some line dancing. And then I understand that you could extend that by heading over to Beals after our line dancing ends and do some more line dancing, because they're introducing a line dancing evening as well. So we're kind of doing some collaboration with them this year with some art activities that we do on Sundays and called Art on Tap. So you can check that out as well. And then we're also doing the line dancing at the Bauer Center. And if you're really into having a good time and want to continue that evening, you can head over there and wrap that up over there as well. So lots going on at the Bauer Center. We appreciate our listeners for taking the time to learn more about what's coming up for the summer and all of the programming that we're offering for both youth and adults. It's a very busy time of year for us. And we just are very gracious for all the support, too, that we have from the community and folks like Central Health who are supporting the expansion of our summer art camps this year as well. So we're going to wrap things up. As a reminder, check out everything at bowercenter.org. And you've been listening to Behind the Bauer.